Good morning, and welcome to the Elephant Key this morning. I do want to put a disclaimer out. Viewer discretion is advised. I am not a licensed therapist. I am not certified in shit. I don't know crap about crap. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and I'll move on. This morning I was going through some of my journals, and I came across a passage from back surgery I had in 2018. It was September, and it brought me back to something I learned from a very wise friend of mine about temporal memory. Now, temporal memory is a part of the brain that stores all this, all the information from the memories that we have of happiness, trauma, joyfulness, sadness. It just stores all the information, like the colors, the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the temperature. All the senses store the memories. Um, so, with that being said, realizing that I personally have a physical reaction. I have sadness and depression and uncertainty around a certain type of year, like let's say autumn. Then I remember, for no reason, I'll just suddenly, right around autumn, start feeling depressed, start feeling anxiety, waiting for the other shoe to fall, sitting on the edge of my seat in anticipation for an impact of some sort. And it never made sense to me. Why the hell am I feeling like this each time we get to like the end of September and the beginning of October? Well, temporal memory. When my friend was talking to me about temporal memory, she said, "Well, what was going on with you? Do you have any trauma that occurred during those months?" And going back, most recently, I had the back surgery. My son left for the Air Force. Um, the end of September. That was difficult for me. Um, my mother passed away October. Um, I started having family difficulties of one or another sort, and I'm just going back chronologically, like, holy crap! No wonder I get so depressed at time of year. Like, oh my god, my body was storing the memories of that year. So each time the leaves would change, each time I heard the crunch of the leaves under my feet, when I smelled a bonfire, when I was getting ready to buy clothes and supplies for school, I would start getting depressed and anxious, and it made sense. So then, each day, if I started feeling one way or another, if I had a really happy day, I was feeling really good, I'd go back in my Facebook memories and see, oh, what was going on this day? And something fabulous happened. We had a celebration. We were rejoicing about something, and my body was remembering the senses that happened that time of year, and it was responding to it. So, you have to remember that you can't always trust what you're feeling, because it may be a stored memory that your body is responding to. We also have to be careful that when we're drudging up memories or talking about a memory with a friend, to be aware that the body doesn't know the difference between the event happening 5 years ago or it happening right now. And the body stores trauma. It stores it in your body, and it can create all sorts of disease, all sorts of illness. Um, my back pain, for instance, my back issues. If you have a trauma based around stability, or not feeling like um, not feeling stable, not feeling like you have enough resources, you may store that trauma in your lower back. That's your stability. That's what keeps you stable, what keeps you balanced. You may start feeling back pain in that area due to the stored trauma in your body. And pain is trauma leaving the body, pain leaving the body. It's expressing itself. If you keep shoving those things down and not reconciling them, it's going to get stored there. So, one thing you can do, because I came to the front and I'm like, okay, look, so I know I've got all this stored shit from October, September, and November, and how do I keep that from happening? How do I keep from having this sadness, this anxiety, this depression? Well, she says, start making new memories. Start making happy memories around that year. Change the narrative of what that time of year means to you. And so I thought, oh, okay, let's try that. So I got a hold of my sister. I said, well, let's start doing like celebratory things. Let's have like a family bonfire in October. So that's something we're planning to try to like rewrite what that time of year means to us so that it's not so wrapped up in trauma and depression. So that's what I have on that. Another thing that helped was something, the same person that taught me about temporal memory is the same person who taught me about something called oponowhat. And you can look up oponowhat. What it is, in a nutshell, because I'm about giving you the layman's terms, the understandable version of things. Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness practice. And what they would do is, if someone had done something against another person in the tribe, Ho'oponopono was basically giving that person forgiveness instead of penalizing them. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. And it's simple 4 terms. You say 4 things. And you say them over and over again until you feel like the feeling around that issue is balanced. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. And I said to her, are you kidding me? I'm just going to say I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And that's going to help somehow. She said, yep. You know, you may find yourself saying the words, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Eventually, as you're saying those things, and the way it works is pretty great, because you don't have to be thinking about anything specific. You could just feel yourself getting enraged about something, or feeling moody, or feeling sad, or feeling anxious. And when you start saying the words, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Whatever it is that you need to reconcile, saying those words will drop right on that circumstance, that issue. And it'll come to mind. I'll give you an example. I had some real issues with my daughter's stepmother. A lot of ego wrapped around in a lot of hatred for her. And it wasn't so much her, but my own butt hurt about a situation. And I knew it was something I had to reconcile. So I'm driving in the car one day. I'm like, ooh, I do not want to forgive this woman. So, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I just kept doing it until I felt a balance and a peace come over me about the situation. And it'll happen. Because it's something that you're shoving love, forgiveness, gratitude, and accountability out into the universe. And whether or not you really want to. The fact that you're putting it out into the universe means that it's landing on top of the situation and dissipating the anger around it. So, strangely enough, I felt a lot more calm and a hell of a lot less angry at her. In fact, now to this day, I feel sorry for her. And that's okay too. I have compassion for her. I wish no ill will upon her. But it took me doing that in order for me to get to that place, because I was a long way from that place. The important thing is that you don't put pressure on yourself to think about a specific situation when you're doing it. The universe has a way of putting it right on whatever situation is the cause of your frustration or your contempt. And the more that you say it, at times you may even feel yourself in tears. You may find yourself in tears because it lands on a wound that you didn't even realize was there, that you didn't even realize was impacting your day-to-day and your emotions. And it's a very good tool in healing. So I encourage you to try it. Look it up, find out more about it, because I'm not the professional on Ho'oponopono. I know how to say Ho'oponopono though, so there's that. So that's today in a wrap-up. Temporal memory, remembering that your body is storing all the information revolving around any trauma that you've experienced in your life. And 2, Ho'oponopono is a good tool of working out some of that trauma and healing some of the things that you didn't even realize was there. So, there's a quick short clip. I do want to add that I would like, if you would, to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get other videos. And I want to thank you for coming to the Elephant Key. It's a new creation. I'm not even sure where it's going to go. I was encouraged to do this by other people. I have a Facebook group, and to be honest with you, I'm used to doing live videos, so I'm like right off the cuff. And having to actually intentionally put something together and do a video is a little difficult for me. So I thought about doing possibly some readings. I guess when I feel invited, I will do so. So with that being said, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. I hope you all get out and enjoy it, get some grounding, and we'll see you later. Oh, and remember, I'm just as damaged as anybody else, probably worse. So I humbly come to you, letting you know that I don't know everything. I just know some things, and if a little bit of the things can help you, that's what's up. Have a good day.